Hello friends, it is Link the Gulf Coast Gardener. Today is Saturday, December the 6th. We're back at the beach, and one of the projects we finished was to rebuild the pallet compost bins. I've had compost bins in this location for over 7 years, have made a ton of compost, but eventually the pallets rot away and you need to replace them. So that's what I did yesterday, and man, I am so happy with the way things turned out. This is super easy. If I can build these things, anyone can. You need 7 pallets to form the basic structure for a 3-bay compost bin, and you're also going to need 1 or 2 more pallets for doors, because once this compost bin gets about halfway full, you're going to want to put a door on it, attach it with some bungee cords, and it keeps all of that material from spilling out of the front. But look how nice this turned out. I could not be any happier. Now, something new I did this year. I put down a thick layer of crushed limestone. First of all, it's going to suppress weeds. I got so tired of crawling around on my hands and knees, weeding this compost bin, mostly around the outside, because these weeds would encroach from the sides. That is not going to be a problem anymore. Now, it also gives it a nice, firm, solid base. These things are going to stay level, or as level as I set them up. They're not going to be leaning into the ground, falling over sideways, because they're not going to be rotting from below because they're not sitting in the mud. Now, something else to be aware of. You're going to want to stand the pallets up on their ends, because that gives you the best surface to bolt them together. As you can see, when they're standing up tall, you have access to this little 2x4 in here. You can bolt it straight into the other one. It's a great place to connect these pallets. Now, be sure to pre-drill those holes, or you'll be stripping out wood screws, and that is no fun whatsoever. Believe me, I've stripped out a ton of them. You don't want to mess with that. So pre-drill your holes before you put in your wood screws. Now, something else that I love about these compost bins is that I love to grow plants around and on them. This is seaside goldenrod. Amazing native plant for the Gulf Coast, and probably definitely in this area. I see these growing all over Jamaica Beach. I'm sure they're a regular around the entire Gulf Coast, but I love to grow things that grow on the pallet, on the compost bin. My favorite is Passiflora incarnata, the native passion flower vine. I'm going to plant one right there. It will cover this entire compost bin. It is the host plant for the Gulf fritillary butterfly. Those are widely spread out around the country. I've even seen them in New Braunfels, but they're definitely prevalent on the Gulf Coast. Plant some passion flower vine, and you will have an amazing supply of Gulf fritillary butterflies, which are absolutely beautiful. So if you're gardening, you really should be making your own compost, and I think these pallet compost bins are the easiest way to do it. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.